No, that's Marshall. That's not the same guy. Yeah, he's Marshall.
Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee.
Yeah.
As we see a squad from the ACC, the Crimson Tigers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Clemson will boot it away to get this.
No, it's like his brother. Yeah.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Sometimes they score. Papapelph, please.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 or 4-yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because the body blow.
Aldi
Knowles come to
has
the line
his
on
50
third
bird
and
stuff.
short, looking to keep this drive moving.
Edible 50 bird.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that will be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Best edible
The
cookies
give
I've
is
ever had in
Williams.
my life.
Brings it to the end zone. Good pickup there as he gets the first down.
Big time for the field.
Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And there's guys that I think are too with work done where you hand them the football and big plays can happen. And offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. The inside handoff. They bring him down, and not before he's able to pick up the first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick because of the hit. Incomplete pass.
Behind the line.
Yeah,
It's
funny
Davis.
fucking
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Quarterback making adjustments. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Got it in the middle. It's McCoy. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. This crowd
We'll be ready.
splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Give to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. After picking up a couple to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do. Because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Clemson set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. The give on the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive line? Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quarterback moving. And the pressure is going to get through him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. To the air, it's Klutnick. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Really good job on the defense understanding 3rd down situation in the game. Play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first and now forcing a 4th down.
Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Thomas. Met at all the big bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the quick game. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pull down the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal.
Well, this guy's a weapon throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And the Seminoles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
Fucking fucking
And
still
this
found here.
defense
Oh,
goes
make a damn
back to
foul.
back sack, Jack.
I guess no run plays involved here.
Yeah.
Like first and goal, sack. Second and goal, sack. This offense, they're going the wrong direction. They got to find some way to get the football out of their quarterback's hands. Throw it to a playmaker. Throw it to the big tight end. Find something besides continuing to go backwards.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to put it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Lost to throw on first down. Hines is tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hook stick with him to it? They're dealing with a second and long. Off the play fake. Pass rush gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This defense, they are tenacious, and you've got guys up front that are athletic, and they're so strong that you can relax the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not looking quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Klutnick. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down.
That's so
Here's a
annoying that
timeout
your
on the
safety's
field.
just
Tight game here late in the
come up.
first half. They'll put it in play from the 27. First down. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. It's picked off, and they win the drive with a turnover.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw. The DB jumped all
That's
over.
what that takes, dude.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He's going for a big play downfield. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go to play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down. First play of the...
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Looking left. He makes the catch. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 48-yard attempt. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. The Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Come on, man. Mango, do something stupid.
Going to the run to start this second half. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not giving him any kind of alley and knock him down for a loss.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money and just have to make that catch. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Shoots it to the left. The short hands, it's Moore. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
I love the quick decision that he made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make it more active.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the 1st down. They need him to play great in the second half.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This crowd knows when to bring it. Off play action. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Tiger. And that one will put him up here in the second half. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And they'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the air, it's Castellanos. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That's correct. It's right. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
I love the QB. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. Then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Quickly complete. He's finally shot down of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. He'll do it himself. Shoots his way for ball. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
They'll give it to the back.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They'll try the run.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. So he climbed there of 85 yards. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Thompson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Intercepted. The defense is set up.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Dropping back, it's Castellanos. He fires to the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
He's got it on the right. A pickup of 8. Now to convert this 3rd and 2.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll try to bully their way from the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. And as he throws, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. It's Williams. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting that away.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point in the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42.
This quarterback looks in complete control, not flustered, into the game situation, connecting on his passes. Nice job knowing his answers. Got to keep this rolling here to try to make this thing interesting.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game. And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this offense has got to get somewhere. Man, that's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Takes a hit as he fires. Finds space on the right. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running.
Throws toward the end zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the
turn
big
both
hit
of them
on
off.
first down, second down. Behind the chains now on second and long.
And then you hold it at the hand through all of this.
The give to the tailback. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
This is a huge third down. They need a score to win this game. They're not getting a ton of yards in these last two plays. An incompletion followed by a short gain on a run. You've got to be able to pick something here on the third down basket and go to your best player and not overthink this.
Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead, late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. His drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. He wants a big play here late. And this is dropped. My goodness. Sometimes you're just too open.
Yeah, it's hard. This is the hardest time because you got to have plays, you got to have scripts because you know they're sitting back with all the DBs on the field in a dime package playing passing.
And he was on his way. Gets all the way to the 38.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Rushes on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at second and a mile. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before.
Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And this defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Brought down after the pick, and time has run out. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with a losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded, and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, yes, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking going on, not just between players, but the fans.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Let me make these channels real quick, bitch boy. Send me an invite. I'll accept it when I'm done. So. Raise your hand in the air if you're ranked. If you're ranked. Need one of the game. Need one of the game. He plays the new user. Got Ellie De La Cruz. Oh, no wonder you're a loser. up, bro? You could have helped me tag these motherfuckers. Like, you're just sitting on your ass, bro. You could have helped me. You could have helped me. But you didn't. Dang, he didn't even add everybody. In the announcement. Bro, what is that? He didn't do shit. What team you be in? I don't know, you want to do random 3 times? Alright, 1, 2, 3. That's fair.
When you see that field of blue, you know it can be only one place in the world. Boise, Idaho, on the campus of Boise State and home to the fabled giant killers, the Boise State Broncos. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Keith Davis, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Broncos will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's McCray.
Nah, you know what he's saying.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Hands it off. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He's trying to drive it down.
Couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
So that was a lightning fast decision. You can tell he knew the ball to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put it. I know that.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. If he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. It's a reverse.
Why are you looking at my screen?
By that big defensive line.
The offense is trying to go with the trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense
in the wild, and he ran
They
4
tried to
ways
move the
here.
football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
With the catch, it's Kelly. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Child. Pressure coming. Throws into the middle of the field.
Oh.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders. They have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive
Man,
tackles.
don't you
Those
have
guards and
no
centers
chance to
work
go?
together, man. You gotta get those guys and get some movement.
Dude,
They
there's
know
some
on this
good
play,
fucking plays in
big
here
fella
that I
needs
never seen.
nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's
talking-
not the biggest guy in the
I'm
world. So
talking
he's not
all
going to
of
be able
them,
to
dude.
break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Sparty.
I love the aggressive nature of
I
the play
see
call
one
here.
area
The opening
play.
drive of the game, you have an opportunity on fourth down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead,
I'm just saying,
they
coach
get
is
aggressive.
aggressive.
They go for it, and not just get
I'm
it,
picking
they
shit
score
up.
a touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that
Wow.
last score was a real buzzkill for this
Bro,
crowd.
coaching adjustments where it's at.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Riley.
Oh,
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off
he
to
just
take
ran
the
my
touchback.
ass over. Fuck, yeah, I should have changed my defensive playbook. I hate the 4-2-5.
Quarterback on the keeper.
And 145 against these two, I just hate.
Now he's loose. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Looking for a man. It's Madsen. It's short.
And he's trying to see who he has back out.
He gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Broncos come to the line in the hurry up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Okay, ready? Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it
What are you
back.
talking about?
He's at the 20. Touchdown, Michigan State. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Reese, are you okay?
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this
What
coaching
happened,
staff
buddy?
credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
He'll bring it out. It's Myers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Gets it out fast. Turning it on. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. A productive play is
Dude, I'm
going to
telling you
get you
right
at least halfway to another
I always
first
got
down
Michigan
here
State.
on first and 10.
Oh, yeah.
Myers to the right.
Oh, you fucking
Got a man. It's Riley. Crosses the 35. Out of
again, good tempo.
He's gone.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes down. But you can see he
Once
wanted
you
to
win
throw the
one
football.
day, you get
When it's not
hungry.
there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Get that second
To
one.
the air. It's Madsen. Bringing the heat. Wide open downfield.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down the sky,
Right.
and then throwing them over.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Back to pass on second down. Looking for the goal line. And he's got it taken in the end zone. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start into the second half.
Yeah, on my worst, the highest pace in my
By
ever
so
had.
many points. So great
In
job.
my first
Get
season,
points, get that
beating by a
momentum
total
back
of
on
3
your side
points
so you can come out and do some good
in
things
2
when you
games.
get the ball next time.
He'll bring it out. It's McCray. Stopped at the 17.
Oh,
He's probably
yeah.
second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17.
There's a period of time I'm beating that.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers.
Should have
in the
2.
The blue turf
Choke
rolling on
one.
this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the knee.
Yeah.
That one comes out hot down the right side. He's got it along the sideline.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but
I
no
just
more than
came up
that.
with these blocking schemes.
So many offenses do this, right?
Why do
They run
you
the
not
jet
block
sweep.
the
This
end man on
defense
the line
was
of scrimmage
more
like
than
Jeff
ready.
Heath?
They see it all the time. They got the
Unless it's a
penetration.
read.
That play had no chance to be successful.
Caught near the sticks. It's good. Across the 25. He's got room. He's at the 10. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot.
Touchdown, Spartan. Great job by the back on the option. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of
It's a fake, and the holder short on that arm. The pressure gets to him. Down he goes, and that is just what the doctor ordered. Kickoff unit
Dude, what's
on the
the
field,
one
and this
that Bryce
defense will be
runs all the
called
time?
on to protect this lead. Looking for block.
Scoring.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Broncos want to pick up the tempo. Back to throw, it's Madsen. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second.
What's his face is
They've got a first down here to open the period. Throwing
defense, just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and go get it.
Scoops it up. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buffalo. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Hey, that's not how you draw it up. How about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house. The OC, great call on that one, buddy.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes with the return. And the returner is stopped. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. We want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, in this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point. Just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football.
Caught in the backfield, it's Kelly. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense?
You need to fire your offensive coordinator. Michigan State plays this weird.
Leaves it with the back. He brings it back.
I'm not
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls in.
There we go. Just what they hoped for. Third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Let me
We
go
asked earlier this
one
week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Didn't get much done on that one. He'll find his way out and maybe pick up a yard. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. On the move. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it.
Something on this playbook.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Funny.
Complete out of the backfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of
Doing
downs.
waterboarding move, dummy.
Dropping back, it's Childs.
Yeah, it's in my fucking end zone. Inside of the 50, dummy.
Can't
Fourth and 5.
cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
No rules.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are
Open
throwing.
it,
They're trying to be
rules.
aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Where's the game at?
Pushes for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Smarty.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of
I'm looking
faith
for a
in
real
this running
competition.
back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He's hot right now.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling they can answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, and
showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the lead.
That's so good.
He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards. And it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down, you can get yards like that turning around.
And on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going to that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different and give this offense something to think about.
He'll pull it on the read. Leads into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
No, like for the most part, like he was solid. Bro, how about we run damn play?
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead?
It's within all of our league's rules, except NG, because fourth
The
down rules are
Broncos
soft.
back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Back to throw. It's Madsen. Snagged out of the air. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Broncos can really attack on this second and short. Reads it, fires complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Broncos had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give out of the gun. And he takes it.
That's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
How many highlights did I make, bro?
Snap in the shotgun. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Got a man, it's Moore. And a little more more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of his secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
He wants to take the top off. Brings it in down the left side. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Makes the catch. It's Mark. Oh, he's got some space. And he rollers into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Time to take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
You're telling me that's
Right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Cover 3. This looks like a good season.
Time running short in the half. He'll throw it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a...
Nah, bro, this ain't fucking get your ass back in here, weeks.
job
I'll
with
take
his
this
decision.
ass whooping like a man. What play we gonna
They'll use
score?
a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Marsh. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. ready to send out that offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at home.
Man, here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front, making plays, stopping the physical game.
Dances away to buy time.
Oh, no.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Fucking Jesus, that's what's going on.
Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. On 4th down, going to the air. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
Working that left side now. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Yeah, that was good, bro.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked in what this defense is trying to do.
Steps away to find some room. Touchdown, Spartans! And the beatdown has ensued.
Come on, we.
Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
It's all about getting better.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
I mean,
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back.
Yeah.
He's got it. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Broncos racing to the line in the hurry up. Lost the throw again. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Just talking about you making plays in the pocket.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense.
Fucking pocket.
Off the play fake on 1st down,
This ain't
wants to
fucking.
throw. With the catch, it's Marsh. Nice pickup there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense. They get a sack at the 47.
You talk about Dallas, the perfect play against the bootleg. The cat blitz. They bring the corner right to where he's bootlegging. They force the sack. Nice call by the defense.
And the Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Sparty. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
No,
Must be
come on,
moving so
bro.
slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now,
He's
it's just
looking
like,
square.
you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
Kickoff unit
That's
back
your
to
problem.
work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Are you trying to pick everything? No, stop
Coming
that
out with
shit,
it,
bro.
it's Riley. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another
When I
spin.
started swatting,
They've just
going
self-destructed
for
too
picks,
many times so
my
far
defense was
already.
a whole new level.
3 interceptions in the game. Elusiveness, he's got space. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously, not something that could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Madsen. On the run. Still takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes a grab on the shot.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking to throw on first down. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Looking for his man. This time on target. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Extending the play. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out.
See, I was essentially the same.
They're in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be,
you
knowing
roll
when he's
out,
going to sit
you
down,
take
when he's
away
not,
half
so
the
being
field.
on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get
So,
it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the
I'm
play,
not
just
gonna
like he did
do
right there for 6
Now
points.
I have to cover half the field when you roll out. Like, that's my
Spartans have
man.
it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard
is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I get back to throwing the ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Child. Here comes the heat. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, this defense hasn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally.
How about this? A fake. And he grabs it. Got to get to the mark. And the tackle was made, but that fake worked to perfection to pick up the first down.
Good, bro.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. But the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time, and got a shot in the arm, get some energy, snap into the up back, and kick it.
Pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Throws to the wide out. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking.
And deja vu again. I'm not surprised, man. They found this guy for several touchdowns today, and they were looking for him again. He's made plays. He's dependable. Why would you not take shots? That one just missed, but I would not be shocked if they find that guy again.
Now the play fake. Skips away from pressure. Unloads it left. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play.
This offense really felt coming into today they were going to have to throw the football. For the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Finally brought it down. The what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
Finds a man on the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Dropping back, it's Child. Lets it go end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when throwing into the end, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
Game 1, I played fucking Air Force.
Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches...
He's loose. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Broncos in the hurry up. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. And his throw is incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. They're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to find it.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more on that lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a short catch. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. He rifles one deep down the middle. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7.
All right, Reese, I'm going to get on
Well,
the
it
ball.
really
and
just
tell you
feels
what
like they are
defense you're
trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Yeah, cover 2.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that game out of the team.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurt them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration into the
Touchdown, Spartans! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. auspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense.
No. I'm not sure.
Keep it going.
Call timeout.
To throw, it's Madsen. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Smarty. The defense putting points on the board.
Let's quit, bro. No, you can't quit, bro. It's 4 minutes left. Just play it out. Why would you quit after that?
They'll try to add another to their lead.
Well,
You could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing.
Buffy.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone.
Oh my God.
He gets a block. Got a little room. Can they catch it? A dynamic return. Explosive. It got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. The Broncos have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why...
Touchdown, Boise State. And they take it in for 6 points.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but pretty nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce.
Most of the time.
Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Moves around to clear up the vision.
Like that.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
What else is new?
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense.
What's going on, bro?
They want to run it left here. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Michigan State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas.
They take it close to the tight end. He's not going to make it stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
If anything, bro, EA's been helping you out.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. back to
this
throw.
ball
It's
line.
Madsen. Pulls it in. It's Marshall. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
There you go. They can mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
Back up now. Here's second and long. Ready. 27 jump. Gonna look downfield again. Catch in the middle. It's and he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Broncos headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the outside. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throwing catch. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. And he crosses the goal line. He gets the touchdown. Way too low, way too late. They still can count it for 6.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. This offense has it with really good field position. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he made the extra point without problem. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Finds the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Broncos come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Scanning the field, it's Madsen. Flushed out of the pocket. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of it today.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the scoreboard.
Pocket breaking down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Trying play action. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Firing to the end zone. He got it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field.
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He runs into the end zone on the fake. What a gutsy call to come up with a 2-point conversion there. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
Maybe not in real life, but the
And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To the air, it's Madsen. Here's a throw downfield late. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Buys a little time. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Hey, Dan.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to beat the D deep. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting till the bitter end as they will concede defeat. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 1st down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will take any help it can get. Thanks for the penalty. 2nd and goal, closer to the doorstep. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. These last 2 plays have just made you go, What are you doing? Third and goal, a chance to set it right. And he'll take it in. Now it won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous party game, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown. Continue to fight, continue to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. Nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind
Way
them.
higher for me.
Fielded in the end zone. It's McRae. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Pulls it in. It's Marsh. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried double on him, they've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
He tries to take the top off.
Cool, right there.
He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look great. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zero on the field.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball, but David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this is what's your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You can't really get too much of that stuff, but you listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points and big score. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.